will tell you that your back leg will be on fire.
Right there, hold it, hold it, hold it. Whoa!
Today we're going to be going on an epic adventure. We're down here in Naples, Florida, and it's known for its water sports, but nothing like this has ever prepared me for what we're going to be doing today. As you know, in Naples we don't have a lot of waves, so surfers are kind of out of luck. But I'm teaming up today with Justin and Antonella from Gnarly Harley Adventures, and we're going to be going on these things called e-foils. It's basically like a surfboard and a Tesla had a baby. So you've got yourself an electric powered surfboard, kind of. But I'm going to show you guys right here to my right exactly what I'm talking about. These things will get us up on the water and make it feel like if we were surfing, just a whole nother experience on another level. From what I've been told, it feels like you're forever falling, but before we fall, guys, we gotta take some lessons. So I have to do that first, and then we're gonna zip right down the coastline. So let's get started, guys, right now. Justin, I am so excited today, brother. This is gonna be epic. But before we get started, brother, I wanna hear the whole story. Kind of like, what are these things? How did you get into this? And what are we gonna be doing today?
Yeah, we're gonna be e-foiling today. We've got some flight boards here. These things are the future of water sports. Basically, you're flying over the water using a hydrofoil with an electric motor. You don't need any waves, no wind. Basically, you don't need weather to ride these things, but you can ride them in waves and really enjoy the surf. I started kiteboarding about 13 years ago. I had no intentions on foiling. We didn't even know what foiling was. But over the last, I'd say 5 to 6 years, hydrofoiling has become the thing. Naples has always been known as the no wind zone. We just don't get winds here. It's always east winds. We have to travel to the Keys, we have to travel to the East Coast or up to St. Pete. Flightboard has built from the ground up an e-foil, where most of the brands are basically adding a motor and prop to a standard foil. Flightboard started from the ground up. They've hired some naval architects, and the whole board is designed to be pushed by a motor. The wing setup, the mast setup, the whole configuration is designed to be an e-foil. A lot of the older guys are loving it because there's no smacking, bang bang on the knees or anything like that. It's just smooth. You fly over waves. There's no bouncing around or anything like that. So it's very stable, and just like an airplane, the faster you go, the more agile and smooth it is. If you're flying at a stall speed, it's kind of shaky, bouncy. So when you're riding these really slow, you kind of get that feeling where you're kind of stalling out, but the faster you go, the more in control you have. With the young kids, we can start in first gear and they can fly. And I think my belief is most kids can do it. If they're too small to ride a bike, they're probably too small to ride an e-foil. But if they're riding a bike comfortably, we can definitely give it a shot. We are an authorized flight board partner, so we can sell them, we can service them, and we are a flight school as well. Okay. So what I always recommend is getting a lesson first. It's an hour and a half. We're going to work on safety. We're going to explain the physics of it. We're going to go into detail basically how this thing works, and then we're going to get you on the water on a very stable, safe board, basically an inflatable, so you're not whacking yourself. I'm not trying to...
There's a mirror on the other side.
Amanda.
I will tell you that your back leg will be on fire after like 2 hours of riding, but that's normal.
So this is your controller. Turn it on. We're just going to hit these buttons right here, the plus and the mode button. Here is your board. That one, it's got like a little pad like this. Just a nice lunge. You notice all my weight is on this quad. My chest is up. I'm not doing this. Got your front wing, fuselage, propeller, stabilizer wing. And it all, basically your entire transmission is in the fuselage here. And then the motor is right on this base plate, which is recessed into the bottom of the board. You have your, basically a Tesla battery, 2 connections, carbon fiber door. Once you close it, it basically turns the battery on. There's a little magnet in here that engages the battery. Menus here, this is your home screen. It tells you that we've locked the motor, so you can't engage it. Pull the trigger once, it makes you press this negative button gives you 5 seconds to arm the battery, basically.
Okay.
And then you have all your different gear systems.
Minus. Squeeze the trigger again. Trigger minus.
Yeah.
And don't forget to never let go of that trigger. Yeah.
Good job, just ride that for a little bit. Good job, dude. All right, what I want you to do is slowly shift your hips to your back foot. Very slowly. Now, yeah, and you're flying, leveled out. Got it, that's it. Reset, 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 get low. Woo. Yeah, you're foiling. Go a little higher, right there, level out, level out, level out. Yeah, keep that front weight. Woo. If you get wobbly, get lower. Little back pressure. Little back pressure. Right there, hold it. Yeah, and just keep doing that. Right there, hold it, hold it, hold it. Go! Try to stop yourself from hitting the water. Bring that front foot back a tad. Yeah, whoa. Woo! That's it. Practice lifting, stay. There you go. Squat, squat, squat.
So far from what you guys are seeing, you can tell that I love it, Kenny the cameraman loves it, but now let's find out what other people who have taken the e-foiling class have to say.
First time ever.
And how you feel?
Awesome.
How was your experience? Were you scared or were you know?
I have a little board experience, so I think that really came in. More windsurf
Winter?
and wakeboarding, snowboarding, so like having the board under my feet. But the first experience, like getting on it, was surreal. I'm hooked. Like.
So you would recommend this for anybody that's trying to like get into like water sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. If you have like an attraction to the water and on under. Yeah.
Guys, it has been an insane day. This experience has been like nothing I've ever seen before. Seeing all the wildlife out there, being one with nature is really something that everyone should do. If you guys are coming this far, if you're coming to Naples or you're moving to Naples, I'm sure a lot of you are coming from places where you can't do this. You have to try to e-foil. What are people saying when they're doing this for the first time? Because I'm speechless.
Basically, exactly that. When I did it, I was speechless. I was smiling from ear to ear. I get home to Antonella, I'm like, oh my God, you won't believe what I just did.
Yeah. So it took me probably like a good hour to get comfortable with this thing. Kenny was almost a natural, so it depends on your kind of like your balance, right? Because it doesn't matter if you're big, you're small, you're a guy, you're a girl. It's really the kind of balance you normally have is what really kind of helps you there, right? Because it's not about being strong or being weak. It's really about all your center of gravity, right?
Yeah, it's really just technique and body position. It's just, you know, the hardest part about teaching is just getting the person to mold into that body position. And then once they learn the body position, the board riding, the flying, that's easy.
After you're done, you're gonna have that sensation the entire day.
Yeah.
You can be on your car, you know, you're at a red light, and when you hit your gas, you're gonna feel that same feeling of being lifted out of the water.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's scary. When you first come up off the water, you're like, oh my God, what is happening
It's
right now?
true flight over water.
It
Like, you
is.
are really flying. There's no ground to step on. Like, you are flying through the water.
Yeah.
And you don't hear any noises. There's no water splashing. It's unreal. You
Yeah.
sneak up on.
What is the best way to contact you guys? Is it Instagram or is it your website? What is the best thing for
So
you
you
guys?
can definitely do social media or Instagram. It's Gnarly Harley Adventures, spelled with a G, G-N-A-R-L-Y. And or you can go to gnarlyharleyadventures.com.
Yeah.
Or just give us a call, 239-880-FOIL.
Can't wait to do it again, for sure.
Awesome.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching. If you guys are down here, you got to check out Justin and Antonella. These people are amazing. You're going to have such a blast with them. Incredible teachers, and you're going to have the time of your life. So thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time.